Whoa, no, we do have one person. We have one person that's going to make it a lot easier because we don't have questions. We didn't bring any. So we have a second person. That makes it far more likely we'll have a show. Today is a submission Saturday, so we're going to run the entire show based off of the things that you bring. So everyone have a question ready. We're going to do it in order as when you've arrived, which I'm going to take ownership of that.
So take prodigious notes.
Yeah, that way you don't have to do that. Because that seems like you've already got plenty of other things to do.
Thanks.
So it seems like only the right thing for me to actually find the people and let them know that they are next.
Well, it's a Saturday close calls, so pretty hard.
Yeah. Second most hardest. We were toying with the idea of having some type of reward system where you got like points or something for like stumping most people, but not stumping all people. I thought that was kind of a neat idea, but we never figured out exactly how we would put it together. So, but
there's
yeah,
a tiny piece of saltine cracker stuck to the back of my throat.
That's what you tried to talk and eat at the same time. That was the problem. We've got a few more people, it looks like. So let me put them in a list. Close calls.
Oh, that's much better.
Yeah, you want that? Okay. Melissa is here. Smiles is here. Ian is here. Emily is here. Craig is here. Danny is here. Patrick is here. Trey is here. Look, Trey has both shared and hosted the show. Somebody else hosted, but I didn't see who that was. So hopefully I'll be able to catch it here. Patrick has hosted the show. It's crazy right now. So many things are happening. It's very exciting.
I washed my hair today.
That wasn't what I was referring to.
I took a nap.
Nope, that wasn't it either, but I do appreciate that. Trey is all right.
I ate some eggs.
You're making it sound less exciting is what you're doing.
I think it was a pretty good day.
Yeah, and no, I'm not saying it was a bad day for you, but in terms of the hecticness of what's happening right now, eating eggs and taking a nap, I don't think fall into that category.
They were good eggs.
I went and dropped off a newish barbecue on the land, which is very exciting. Trey should be very excited about this because he comes out to the land from time to time. And so now we have, it's very interesting. It is a combination propane barbecue, charcoal barbecue, and smoker.
And all the way on the left.
All the way to one side.
Propane stove.
Yep. One
burner propane stove.
That you can make something that is I don't know. That is in a pot.
We could make eggs in a window.
A stew, perhaps.
One at a time.
Something like that. So yeah, it is it's old and it's a little got some surface rust on it, but some rich people were getting rid of it. And so our friend Peter heard rumor of this and they were basically going to throw it away, and he was like, I would like that. And so it is also a combination Taco Bell Pizza Hut. So funny you say that, Close Calls, because I don't know if you're aware of this, but in Reston, Virginia, where we live, one of the landmarks was McTaco Hut, which was a fast food like
Mecca.
Yeah, not really. That's a different thing.
Oh, the fast food Mecca is a different thing.
But a fast food conglomeration of McDonald's, Pizza Hut, and a Taco Bell. Here's the interesting thing, though. I believe that you can find Taco Bells and Pizza Huts combined, right?
You can get KFC, Taco Bell, and Pizza Hut combined because they're all owned by Yum Brands.
But in this case, that wasn't it. It was a full-size Taco Bell and then a full-size Pizza Hut, totally separate from
and a
each other.
full-size McDonald's.
And a full-size McDonald's. And so, yeah, McTaco Hut was a colloquial soft spot in the Restonians' hearts. And unfortunately, it's no longer.
The hut is gone. Now we just have a McTaco.
Yeah, we have a McTaco, and then there's some Italian place.
Poopatella?
Yeah.
And McTaco poop is not good.
No, but it is accurate. That is a fact. Septic also here, it looks like. So I've got let's compare notes. I've got Close Calls, Melissa, Smiles, Ian, Emily, Craig, Danny, Patrick, Trey, Septic, in that order. Is that what you have?
I have Close Calls, Melissa, Danny, Ian, Emily, Craig, Danny, Patrick, Trey, Septic.
You have 2 Dannys?
I said Diana.
Gotcha. Well, Melissa was before Diana.
Yeah. Close Calls, Melissa, Diana.
Oh, okay.
Ian,
Yep.
Emily, Craig, Danny, Patrick, Trey, Septic.
Okay, that's what I got too. So you are the first 10 people, and here's what we need to find out. There's so much happening right now. This is a lot of people talking about McTaco
Oh shit,
Hut.
there's more people who came in and I haven't written them down.
Yes, Nico is here and Mordecai has joined us. I assume they are also there with their kittens because it says kittens are crazy and adorable. Yeah, kittens believe that everything is haunted. It's basically, they're like, hey, look, I'm cute. And oh, God, I got to run over there right now.
Yeah.
Why? Why are you doing that? Let's see. The best guy to do is a food court in one of New Jersey's 183 malls. So, yeah, that's pretty good, though. Here's the thing, though. Close Calls. We actually have a step up from that as well. We have a thing called the fast food mecca. That's not the actual name of it, but that's what we call it. Because it is a parking lot full of fast food restaurants. It is remarkable. It's got
Arby's.
It's got an Arby's. It's got a Chick-fil-A. There is a McDonald's, a Burger King, right? I believe
there's a Taco Bell.
I think there's a Taco Bell, Pizza Hut. I think it's both of them.
Okay.
I think it might be a combination one.
Where you can get the personal pan pizza.
Yeah, I believe so. And I think I'm missing 2. I feel like there's 2 others. But
Hi,
yeah,
Rob.
there are several. It's pretty remarkable. You can go there and just get whatever, right? It's
I used to work near there.
It's all it's missing is like a Panda Express and
a Hooters. It has a Hooters.
No, now I think it's an Applebee's now, right? Isn't it?
Oh,
Or did
so
it switch?
I have historically, I'm an engineer, and so I mostly just work with dudes.
Or was it an Applebee's and now it's a Hooters? It may have one of those things.
It was pretty recently a Hooters. And so at this company, when we had like someone was leaving the company or someone had a big milestone, they'd be like, "Where do you want to go for lunch?" And they'd be like, "Hooters." And then everyone would look at me. And I'd be like, I like chicken wings.
You're like,
and
I like owls.
so we go to Hooters. But one of the times it was somebody pretty high up on the project that was leaving the company, and so our manager came and he just stared at me the whole time. He was so uncomfortable with the fact that I was in a Hooters. Like every time like the waitress came over and asked for my order, and he was like,
do you know what kind of restaurant this is?
It was so weird.
Oh, Christina also joined us. I don't know if we said that. I saw Rob had gotten here, so this is great. We've got plenty of people to get started. So the question I have to ask: Close Calls, Melissa, Smiles, Ian, Emily, Craig, Danny, Patrick, Trey, Septic. Do you all have a question that you can try and stump our other contestants with?
Ian's got one. Melissa has one.
Ian's
Close
got
Calls
one.
has one.
All right.
Septic.
So Melissa, Ian, Septic,
Patrick
Close
has one.
Calls, Patrick,
Emily. Danny.
All right.
Craig.
Diana.
Diana.
Trey is the one I'm waiting on then. Did we get Trey?
I haven't
I feel
seen
like Trey is-
say yes.
I feel like he's got one. It's going to be about bicycles. It's more than likely, I would think. All right. Trey, you're the last one. Okay, you already
okay.
said. All
you
right.
just didn't say right then where I was looking.
You You rolled in and were like,
I'm
I
not gonna
got one.
scroll to find my answer, you lunatics.
He does this to me. You're not here on Wednesdays, but Trey does this every Wednesday, and he kills me because we go into the Wager Wednesday, and I'm like, all right, everybody, I'm going to go over your scores, and then you, let me know what you want to wager. And he goes all in. And then I do the scores, and everybody else is saying their things, which means all of their stuff is here, and Trey's is, up here. And so I have to go, oh, that's right. Okay, he did all in. And so there we go. All right.
Are you saying Keith got sidetracked?
Me?
Trey.
How dare you?
Trey.
That never happens. All right, let's start with question number 1, which is going to come
I
from...
almost just opened my question sheet like I was going to have it.
You're doing a Psychic Sunday is what you're doing.
Psychic Sunday. Plums.
Close calls. Can you type your question into the chat for us?
Do not give the answer until we ask for the answer.
Do not give the answer. Just give the question. Pre-guess is Sunday, says Ian. And then I'll copy it over and I'll put it into the show so that people can see it and hit the timer. We just need you to type out the question, and then when we ask for the answer, give it to us, but not before then, because it makes the question way easier if you just put the answer right after it. It's not so much a Saturday question as much as a Monday question. That might be even easier than that. It wraps back around to a Sunday. It's the previous Saturday's question.
Previous Saturday. Well, last Saturday we didn't do a show, so
yeah. Well, so that's what it is then. All right, so we're waiting on close calls to type in
elaborate
in his question, which is going to be 3 paragraphs. That's my theory. Nope.
Oh, shit. In what city does most of Walt Disney World exist? What is the city that Walt Disney World is in?
All right, put in 60 seconds on the clock. Oh, that doesn't work quite right.
That didn't do the thing you wanted it to.
Not at all. Not at all.
Let's see. Emily has a guess of Kissimmee. My guess is plums. I just want to reiterate that. My guess is plums.
Plums. That is correct. I believe that is the right answer.
Trey forgot his question from last Saturday, so we had to get another question. Magic Kingdomsville, Tamps.
I believe Tamps is short for tampons.
I think so. I went to Tampa once. I chaperoned 10-year-olds in a national basketball tournament in Tampa, Florida.
Oh, all right.
And for my trouble...
You couldn't do that here?
I know. For my trouble, the parents of the basketball team all pitched in and got me a hotel room, and my fiance, a hotel room for a few days before the tournament.
Mm-hmm.
And they paid for my hotel room during the tournament, and they paid for me to go to Disney World to say, happy college graduation, please tell our children to behave. Because the children on the basketball team would not listen to their parents. They would only listen to me.
Oh.
Like, I'd be in the stands with all the moms, right? And the mom would be like, Jimmy, tie your shoes. Jimmy, tie your shoes. Jimmy, tie your shoes. And they'd be like, Kaylin, can you do it? And I'd be like, hey, Jimmy, tie your shoes. And he'd be like, oh, shit.
Oh, my shoes are untied. Why didn't somebody say something?
Okay, don't give the answer until we actually say we want the answer.
Yeah.
Because you think time is up when Keith says time is up, but it's not actually up for the Facebook people yet.
Yeah.
It's okay. Happened a couple times the first time we did this too. No big deal.
Everybody wait for us to actually ask you to type out the answer.
Like, you are our example.
This gives you
We're making an example of you.
This gives you a little insight as to how complicated this show is on this side. Right?
Fucking complicated.
We're balancing things. You're not even scoring. You're just asking a question and then giving an answer. And there's things that are behind other things and all the streams that are happening. So, you get a little insight.
I'll read the answer now.
Yeah.
Bay Lake. Bay Lake is one of 2 cities existing within the Disney-controlled county-ish of the Reedy Creek Improvement District. The other is the more famous Lake Buena Vista. But I'm guessing that Bay Lake is more area.
More magic.
Has significantly more magic per square inch.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't see anyone who answered Bay Lake. Let's see. I see Kissimmee. I see Magic Kingdomsville. I see Tampa, Orlando,
Yeah.
Kissimmee, St. Cloud,
I thought it
Tokyo.
was Kissimmee.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Trey can tell me.
I thought I heard that.
Buena Vista, Lake Buena Vista,
Yeah.
the city of Disney.
Nobody said Alta Vista, which is interesting because that's what you could have used to look this up 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 20 years ago.
Yeah. Any body of water in Florida that doesn't evaporate in 3 days gets called a lake.
What? I feel like that's the entire Everglades.
Lake Everglades.
Lake Everglades.
All right, so you officially stumped everyone. Good job, close calls.
Yeah.
Question 1 is a bust. Close calls gets 1 point, though, for providing a question.
Yes. You do get 1 point. You can't participate in that question, obviously.
That's a good one, close calls.
Do you get a point for just providing a question? That is one of my back pocket hardest trivia questions. Oh, all right.
Keith has one.
Yeah. I feel like I've done it to people in this chat enough that
Have
I think
you?
enough. Yeah, I feel like people are going to get it because I feel like I've done this to Trey like 3 times. And so I think people are going to get it now. But it's a good
I just got a shiver.
Oh my goodness. It's the kitten ghosts going through you. All right, it's a trick, obviously. Let's see what. Oh, you do have a microphone that you're rubbing up against, so be careful with that.
You don't know that for sure.
All right, so next, Emily has a trivia question. There are a mom and 2 baby deer in front of my house in the cul-de-sac right now. I think there's supposed to be a math problem after this.
If a car comes, how many deer are left?
Right.
None, because they've all run away. Ha!
Out of curiosity, is the mom a deer, or is there just a human mother with 2 baby deer? And maybe that mom is a Disney princess. Let's go on to Melissa.
I almost opened my question sheet again.
Melissa, you are number 2 on our list.
Emily says, why is it my turn? It's not.
It's not. Calm down. I'm just giving you trouble.
Just simmer down. Today I started reading the book How to Be an Anti-Racist. My company sent it to me.
Trey said Alta La Vista, baby. You see that? It's like a callback to a movie and a technology at the same time.
No, I got that.
What if the Terminator had used Alta Vista to find his target? Might have gone quicker. So are you not racisting now?
Well, I'll read it after.
All right.
Microbes produce what food additive, a polysaccharide, used to make many ice creams taste thicker and creamier?
I think I might know this one.
I didn't put in my pre-guess.
No. What would have been your pre-guess if you had it?
Madagascar.
Okay. I wonder how old that movie is. It's got to be very old now, right? Madagascar?
Let's see. We have answers. Glycogen, cornstarch, Haagen-Dazs oxide.
It is 15 years old.
Holy shit.
Madagascar, the movie, 15 years old. Just everyone so you know, there are people in high school who did not see that when it came out in theaters because they weren't born yet. Just, it's a children's movie.
Polysorbate 80. Glycogen.
Oh, all right.
Glycogen.
Interesting.
I feel like it's possible Madagascar wasn't the right answer. Glycogen.
No, there's a chance. It could go either way, though, I feel like.
What if it's glucogen?
Mmm.
Rob says sugar.
I like that. Go. If you go straight forward, sometimes you catch seems a little easy maybe for a Saturday.
Mordecai misspelled glycogen. I'm assuming that's because he's holding a kitten.
All right. So time is up. We're going to wait for Facebook, though. So no answers yet, but a lot of people saying glycogen. Cornstarch, says Craig, believes that comes from microbes. Corn microbes, I assume. So it's interesting. I was gonna go with like agar. I feel like that's a thickener thing, right?
Yes, it is.
I don't know if microbes make it though. I feel like it's from mold or something. I could be way wrong on that. All right, so let's now that Facebook is caught up, Melissa, what is the correct answer for your question? What do microbes produce?
Glycogen?
Is it glycogen?
Is it Madagascar?
Could it be cornstarch or sugar
Or Haagen-Dazs oxide?
or corn sugar syrup?
80.
There's a little flaw in this particular thing that we've done. Oh,
Xanthan gum.
That's a good one.
Shit.
Yeah, that's
so
nice.
let's see. Septic said glycogen, and everyone voted on septic on a Saturday. Y'all bitches should have known better.
Oh my goodness. I feel like septic should get points for luring people in.
To a false sense of security.
Yeah, we should have a new thing where you get points if you can sucker people into answering incorrectly with you. You get like, what if you got like a point for everybody that answered incorrectly on your incorrect answer? Wouldn't that be
But
interesting?
you can't really prove that someone voted. What if someone really thought that was the answer?
You still get a point because you did it first, right? It's kind of like how you get a point when you say it correctly first. And you don't know if people are like voting onto it. But it would be funny to be like, if you can create an answer that seems so right that other people go with it, I feel like you should get points for that. Right? That's its own skill.
Maybe you can roll that into Psychic Sunday somehow.
Oh, maybe. Just saw Justin Werner talking about xanthan gum on one of the Food Network shows earlier.
That's the guy that you say looks like he's made out of plastic.
Oh,
And
yeah.
wearing makeup.
No, he's fake. He looks like a vampire. Is anybody else? I believe he's a vampire. He's a real live.
He's got like the widow's peak.
Yes.
And real red lips.
All right, so we've got a tie. Not when it comes to shares and firsts and stuff, but in terms of actual points by questions. I believe the only two people who've gotten points at this point are Close Calls and Melissa because they shared a question and nobody else has gotten it. So next one up is Smiles. Smiles for question number 3. Type your question into the chat, and we'll see if we go 0 for 3. This is a very tough Sunday or Saturday.
I've been going easy on y'all all week long.
Mm-hmm. You had some really easy ones yesterday, so it's caught up with you. That's what has happened.
I mean, this is making my scoring life very easy.
Glycogen is a polysaccharide, apparently.
The oldest found domestic cat was found in a grave that was 9,500 years old. Where was the grave found? I know this one.
Oh, do you? Is it Pet Cemetery? That's Did it come back to life? That's the thing I need to know. All right, let's go and take a look. Fixing it just a little bit. All right, let's go to the time. Oh, we've got some answers. Egypt seems like a really good answer. Like a lot of old things.
Egypt.
Egypt, which I believe is someone who wins all of the awards from the Academy.
No, that's how you say idiot in Scotland.
Is it?
Egypt.
Oh. But yeah, if you get an Oscar and a Tony, right? Like if you get all of them, I believe you're an idiot.
Idiot.
All right, so
hey, Alan's here. Hey, Alan.
Hey, we haven't seen Alan in a while. Alan points out the tomb of an Egyptian pharaoh, which is definitely a good answer, I think, because lots of old things have been.
I think you're trying to say Persia septic.
Or either that or piranha. It might be found in a piranha. You never know. Piranhas eat all kinds of things. All right.
I got you, septic.
Time is up, but we do not give the answer yet. We're going to wait for Facebook to catch up so that anybody on Facebook has an opportunity to get an answer in case they waited for the time. I thought it was idiot.
Yeah, it was a joke.
Yeah.
God, why won't people let me make jokes on this show anymore?
You got to be serious,
I'm
Caitlin.
fucking hilarious.
This
by
is
the
serious.
Way.
This is a very serious show.
My mom says I am
educational.
the second most funny person she knows.
Is Trey the first?
No, you are, dummy.
It might be Trey. When he explains your jokes.
It's you.
It's the best. All right, time's up. So, Melissa, is it Smiles? Smiles, what's the correct answer? We've got, let's see, Egypt and Cyprus underground, says Ian, which is probably not incorrect, but who knows?
Underground.
Greece,
I think
Persia.
That's the best answer. That gets a style point.
Yeah.
Cyprus.
Oh.
Egypt was thousands of years later.
Interesting. All right.
So we have.
Look at that.
Scroll up.
That.
Danny,
and that.
Nico, Melissa, and Trey.
Yeah, that looks like the people. So we've got some correct answers here. Danny led the way, gets the 2 points, and then Nico and Melissa and Trey also get points. That was very tricky. I honestly don't know how home becomes joke.
Yeah, fucking Aaron Judge just hit his 4th joke run in 4 games. That's what Emily wrote.
Oh.
She meant to say home run. We need to band together and get Emily a less possessed phone.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know how much those cost, but you deserve one.
So 4 points on that one.
I mean, I'm just doing this on my own to just see where people land.
And I'm helping.
Oh, well, thank you. So 4 people got it.
It
right?
is Ian's turn.
Ian, what is your question for question number 4? Oh, Lord.
Here we go.
Why did you allow Ian to be in the top 10? This is going to be a ridiculous question.
Oh, you're blaming that shit on me?
No, I'm saying Lord. Are you Lord? Wait.
Oh, Lord. I knew a kid named Lord. He was my neighbor.
Sing that Royals song. I love that one. Are you nailing it?
Jesus. Had to be the longest question ever.
Oh, God.
One of the several criteria that qualify a whiskey to be a bourbon, and none of those criteria have anything to do with it being from Kentucky, because that's not a real thing, is what kind of vessel it must be aged in. So, what kind of vessel is needed to age an official bourbon?
All right, 60 seconds on the clock. I did the shortened version, the question bit.
Not the pedantic bit in
Yeah.
the beginning?
Not the part with the snide attitude. I left that out. So, all right. So there we go. We've got questions and answers. This is good. About 35 seconds left on the clock to get your answer in. There's a little more shifting on the show here. If you notice, I have to move the questions because they're different sizes. Let's see. All right. We've got different ones.
All around oak, there's Patrick, who went with a barrel.
Well, I mean, it is a vessel, right?
Yeah. They don't age it in a sock.
That's good. That's how you make prison wine. Is it a sock?
French oak barrels, oak barrel, new oak,
Mm-hmm.
charred oak barrel,
All
spruce
right.
wood barrel,
Yeah.
aged oak barrel, white oak barrel.
I feel like you have to burn it, right?
I hear you that you're sensing a wheel of fate for Patrick. You're not correct on that, because we're not going to be. I don't even know what the real answer is, and we're not accepting the word barrel.
Unless Ian just says a barrel. If he says a barrel, then everyone gets points. All right, let's wait for Facebook to catch up here, and then we can move on. Yeah, I think we're there. All right, lots of people said some form of barrel. Ian, is it a barrel or is it a specific type of barrel? What is the correct answer? A newly born kitten.
No.
I believe that's what Ian's going to type. It may not be correct. Oh, Ian says Trey is the only one who got it correct. A new charred oak barrel.
I knew Trey would get it correct.
Because he probably drinks it. Are you a bourbon person, Trey? I feel like you are. I feel like you've said this. All right. Oh, we've got pictures of kittens.
Oh.
Oh, look, they're tiny
And sweepy.
and they're asleep and they're cuddling. Oh my goodness. How are we not putting this on Another Wasted Hours page?
Because it's mine.
Nico, you should take pictures of your kittens and put them on Another Wasted Hours Facebook page.
Ian says, a new charred oak barrel not in Kentucky.
Well, the thing is, though, the only place that you can get new oak charred barrels is Kentucky. It's economically impossible to get that.
That's
anywhere
right. He's a
else.
Maker's Mark ambassador. I knew it. I knew he was a... Okay, so Trey gets a point.
What is a Maker's Mark ambassador?
I mean, someone who's really fucking snooty about bourbon.
Do you go to other countries? Are you like to what country?
Do you brandish bottles of Maker's Mark at people?
Which country are you an ambassador to for Maker's Mark? Or is it just, are you an ambassador just to your apartment? Because that's a very small ambassadorship. Was it a appointment? Like, or did you have to get voted in? How did that work?
Somebody signed me up, so my name went on a barrel.
Ah, nice.
Oh.
All right, so there we go. One person got that right. Nico likes.
I used to love
too.
bourbon. Then I loved bourbon a little too much, and then I had to stop drinking.
You were an ambassador as well, in a manner of speaking.
Got my name on a liquor store.
All right, so next one is question number 5, which goes to Emily. Emily, what is your question?
Hey, Emily, it's your turn now.
Yeah. Emily's question is, there is a mother and 2 baby deer in my cul-de-sac. How tall are they? It has to be a math problem, right? I feel like it
has to be maths.
I feel like
it's
it has
very
to.
important.
Yeah. There's no way that this isn't. All right. Waiting for the question. I know everybody is very excited about this. Think CrossFit, but for liquor.
What is the more common name for sablefish?
Oh.
I think I know the answer to this one.
Yeah, you think so?
I'm going to Google it and see if I do.
All right. That seems like cheating.
Oh, I'm allowed to do whatever I want. I work here.
All right. Common name for sablefish. I wonder if I go to studio mode, if I can change the question and get it all set up first. All right, we've got a few.
Yeah, I did know this.
Some people are going with black cod, swordfish, sunfish. Ian says it's a deer. That's what he's going with. He believes thoroughly that deer is the correct answer. All right, about 30 seconds left on the clock. Let's see. So, he really liked bourbon and tells everyone about it. That's what an ambassador is. And then think CrossFit, but for liquor. Oh, okay, that makes sense now. Hey, I don't know if you know, but I drink bourbon. I do drink bourbon. Would you like to know about the bourbon I drink?
It's a delicious fish, Nico.
All right, time's up. Well, we're waiting on Facebook to catch up. So there may be a few answers coming in.
Shit.
What? What did you do? What?
Oh, I fucked something up.
Why? What'd you do?
I don't think I gave 2 points to the first person.
The last question or this question or what? Ever. Oh, okay. That's fine. We can make that work, I think. We know the first 2 didn't even have answers.
Well, yeah, the first 2 didn't have answers. The one I'm worried about is question 3.
Question 3 is just Trey.
Diana's. No.
Oh. Question 3 was
I think it was Danny.
Yeah, Danny was first. Then only Trey.
Only Trey.
Yeah.
And this time it's... Okay, got it.
All right, time is up. If someone is a CrossFitter, vegan, and atheist, what do they tell you first? That is a difficult question.
Their name?
Yeah. I feel like what you have to do first is open the fridge, then you put the giraffe in, and then you close the fridge. That's the answer to that. Should have waited for PJ and voted. All right, so we've got a bunch of answers in. We now need the correct answer, Emily. What is the correct answer for the name for a sablefish? Black cod is correct. Correct. Fun fact, I love smoked sablefish, but I do not like black cod.
Fun fact, there's like 11 names for sablefish.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
What are some
correct
others?
answers would have been butterfish, blue cod, bluefish, candlefish, coal cod, snowfish, coalfish, bichot, skill, and just sable.
Or just fish.
Fish.
Mm-hmm. I believe, so are we just going to accept black codfish as the correct answer? Or is it black cod?
I knew black cod. I didn't know all the other ones, though.
So it looks like Danny got it first. Melissa, close calls. Trey, Nico, Patrick, Mordecai, and Rob all got the correct answer.
We can't take cod.
We can't take cod?
Because there's too many kinds of cod.
Okay. What if it's just a piece of it?
Cod piece?
You said it. All right, let's go on. How many people got that? I feel like it's a bunch.
I know you said most common, but in the UK, that would not have been the correct answer.
Nico wants the wheel of fish, which would be really appropriate here.
Now you see what I go through all the time with you fuckers.
Yes.
When you're like, actually, Caitlin.
Mm-hmm.
No, I was really surprised. So I Googled sablefish to see if like the answer that was in my head was the right thing. And I came across the Wikipedia page, which has so much information.
Nico says, is it fishbird? I think that's correct.
Fishbird is correct.
They're different from bluefish. You can catch that in the bay, says Trey. I love that Craig, which just autocorrected to fraud, said sunfish fish as a callback to hummingbird. Yeah, there it is. Sunfish fish. All right, so we're on to, speaking of sunfish fishes. Question number 6 will be brought to you by Craig. Craig, what is your question for the rest of the class? How many people got 5, by the way?
I think 5, but let me check. Nope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 people. All
right. All right, you got a one here.
Dale Chihuly is an American glass sculptor, most notably known for his massive site-specific blown glass sculptures. How many fouettes?
Yep.
You're such an asshole.
Has nothing to do with it.
How do you say that?
Huh?
Fouettes?
Fouette?
Does the Black Swan famously perform in the Swan Lake Ballet?
He just said 2 things that are completely unrelated.
He's just trying to make it a very long question, like a dickbag.
Yeah, which means I'm just going to do one of them. I'm just doing the question. That's
I think he was maybe trying to stump me on Chihuly, but no luck. I love Dale Chihuly. Suck on that, Craig.
Or a rondajan is also what we've learned.
We saw either a Dale Chihuly sculpture or a amazing ripoff of a Dale Chihuly sculpture in New Orleans.
Yeah.
Small one.
Yep. I was, remember this is when I blew Craig's mind by saying I didn't know what that was, but I knew what a rondajan was. And then I explained it to you and he was like, that is what that is. How do you know that?
I should have just said rondajan.
Nico says I knew it was going to be a dance question. This is not Psychic Sunday. You don't get points for that.
Oh, Craig says I know you do. That's why I included it. Thank you. I'm a big Chihuly fan.
Yeah, a lot of people not sure. 10 seconds left on the clock. Oh, we have Karen.
How if I know what a fouette is? So 42.
All right, let's go to the chat because time's up. We're still gonna wait for Facebook though, so we don't want answers yet. We've got 32, 42.
This reminds
34.
me of the old Craig Ferguson bit when asking trivia. The capital of Iceland is Reykjavik. What color is a lion?
Who did this?
Close Calls said that.
Oh, okay. I was not familiar with that. Did he do that on his show, or where did he do that at, or is it just like a bit that he has? All right, time is up. All right, Craig, what is the correct answer for your very difficult question? Trey says, fun fact, when I went to Maker's Mark, they had a bunch of jewelry art on display, with one being a permanent installation leading into the gift shop at the end of the tour.
Let's see.
Looks like the answer is 32.
Danny.
How did people get that? That's crazy.
Emily.
All right.
Rob.
That is a ton of people for a question I did not think would
Diana.
I feel like somebody guessed and
Melissa.
people guessed with them, I think.
Yeah, how many of y'all voted?
Yeah, we know
Be
Nico
honest.
did. That Nico admits boating.
On whom?
What? Right here. I'm on the Danny boat.
Oh, I didn't even see Nico's answer.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks for pointing that out.
Glad you got that. Yeah, who jumped on the Danny boat on that one? I'm curious. We've got a few. Every trivia bit with a guest, he would start with a question. The capital of Iceland is Reykjavik. Oh, okay. I guess we have one ballet enthusiast and a lot of copycats. Yeah, I have no idea. Emily boated. Danny says, I like ballets and musicals. I have a lot of time on my hands. But even that, like, if you were to tell me, like, how many times do the dancers spin in Seven Brides for Seven Brothers? I'd be like, I don't know. I have no idea.
7 points.
Yeah, 7 points. All right, so tied with Emily for the number of correct answers. It started harder, and now we're getting apparently a little easier. All right. I sort of voted vaguely, thought it was 32 or 42. Oh, interesting.
I noticed smiles. So you voted.
That's fine.
Welcome to the gang, Rob.
Is that really like a trivia question that people know? Because Diana says, I thought it was either 32 or 42. And I'm like, I had
Why
no...
would you know that?
Why
is that a notable thing?
If you were to give me two numbers as to the like anything to do with a performance of almost anything.
This is her 12th rendezvous.
Yeah. You could ask me how many measures are in a song that I wrote and I wouldn't know. And so it's a big deal. It's the penultimate move in the dance. All right. So let's go
Then
on.
that's a lot of them for one ballet, it seems.
Well, it was one piece of it, right? Oh no, I guess it's the whole Swan Lake. Okay. All right, Danny, you're number 7. Danny, what is the question that you have for our other competitors?
Danny gets a point.
So when you say that people have been getting it right, are you counting
I'm
the
not
people who got the
including
point?
the question giver.
Gotcha. Okay. So Emily's question had 6 people answer correctly. When you said 7.
No. Emily's question had 7 people answer correctly, and then also Emily got a point.
Gotcha. Okay. Jesus. All right, let's do this.
Plaza in New York City offers a Home Alone 2 package. If reserved today, 8/1/20 with tax. What is the cost to stay in the suite that was portrayed in the movie that Kevin stayed in alone, with a check-in of December 24th and a checkout of December 26th? This is the closest question.
All right.
In
let's
American
see.
dollars, Septic.
All right, so we have 60 seconds on the clock. The Plaza in New York City offers a Home Alone package, Home Alone 2 package. If reserved today, 8/1/20 with tax, what is the cost to stay in the suite that was portrayed in the movie that Kevin stayed in alone, with the check-in of December 24th and check-out of December 26th? This is a closest question, which I've put on the screen there for people to read along if they want to. That's not gonna fit. Are you kidding me? There's no way. Well, I'm gonna.
Septic wrote pounds, but he meant to do dollars. We will accept your answer and convert it into dollars. Septic's answer is $6,780.
This is what it looked like if I copied it. There.
Thanks, Jack Wagons.
I'm gonna scroll it like it's goddamn Star Wars. There you go.
Da, 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 da,
That's
da,
not
da,
the theme for this.
It is when it's evil.
All right, time is up. We're going to the chat.
When you do evil things, you get the evil music.
All right. So waiting for Facebook.
Yeah,
And Danny has answered.
don't give the answer until you see the Time's Up message on the screen.
We went over this, people. We will ask you for the answer. All right. So
Yes, but when he says time is up, that doesn't mean that people on Facebook.
Yep.
Like you just wait till it's on
Don't-
the fucking screen.
No one You're not waiting for time to be up. You're waiting for us to ask you for the answer. That is how we do this. I will.
Let us manage how the show runs.
We got it. We got you. Don't worry about it.
We've gotten very good at it over these 4.5 months.
All right. So let's see. So we're looking for $5,200.11. Nobody got that exactly right. So a point goes to Ian.
Sorry, 5.5 months, by the way.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is it that much? Wow. All right. So a point goes to Ian because he was smart enough to go with a Karen.
Good job.
Right?
Danny's in charge of figuring out who's closest. I'm not doing that shit.
All right. That is a very specific question. That's a very. All right. So let's see. Closest, I think.
No, it's 4.5 months.
It's 4.5.
Okay.
Okay, that makes sense.
God, that makes me feel so much better.
Trey has 4242. And Donald Trump will point the wrong way when giving directions to it because that's in the movie. Nice callback. I like that.
Oh God, I'm gonna end
And
up doing
then-
this anyway.
And Emily had 5832. So yeah, I think it might be Trey. I don't know.
Trey is $958.11 away.
Yeah, I think it's Emily. 5832, right? I think it's Emily. Let's find out.
Oh, that's not. Nope.
Hey, calculator. We're calculating
I've already
things.
forgotten what Trey's is. Yeah, it's Emily.
Emily gets it. All right, closest goes to Emily.
Emily gets 1 point. So 2.
Nobody got it right.
Oh, so you're not putting it on there.
Yeah, nobody. I don't think I'm going to count Karen's because I'm counting if anybody
And
actually got it
closest,
right.
Yeah, okay.
All right, that was a tough one. That might be the hardest one that we've had, other than the fact that it was closest. So somebody gets it because of that, but I don't think anyone's gonna get that. Mine was nearly $1,000 off. Yeah. It looked.
You know what's great, though, is if you scroll up, some of these answers
Mm,
I thought were like so ludicrous, right?
yeah,
And turns out they weren't.
they weren't. Because you thought, what, 6,600? And, well, I mean, these 35,000.
I mean,
seems
that
very
one,
high.
yeah, obviously
Yeah.
was ludicrous. But like when I saw Trey's answer, I was like, don't be a loony bird.
Yeah, I mean, what is that? It's only like 2 nights? Three nights?
It's 2 nights.
24th, 25th.
It's
Yeah.
the 24th and the 25th.
Yeah, so 2 nights for that's $2,600 a night. Oh,
I mean, one of them's Christmas, but
sure.
on Central Park.
But how many people need
You've
to
been
have
to the plaza.
Have I?
Yeah, you have. I took
Uh-oh.
you.
All right, I believe you.
You went to the basement of the plaza.
The basement.
Remember
of
that
the
food
plaza.
court thing I took you to?
Yeah, I think maybe so.
When we went to my cousin's wedding.
Yeah. What did
and
we get
It
there?
was like catty corner.
We got a pastry or something, right?
We got black and whites.
That's what it was. Yep, I remember those. The offer's only open for minors. Yeah, and they have to be alone.
Jesus Christ.
It's not like mine was a real guess either, right? I know that's pretty amazing. That's way cheaper than I would have expected for Christmas.
That's
Interesting.
before you add in internet or breakfast. Jesus Christ! If they charge you for internet,
Right? At that
burn
point,
down the plaza.
they should have to give you like free suits or something to wear. Let's move on to Patrick. You are number 8. What is our 8th question of the night? If it's possible, just make it fewer than 4 sentences.
If at all possible.
Like a sentence is good. That would be great.
In emergency medicine, what medication can be given for both diabetic emergencies and beta blocker heart medication overdoses?
All right. Let's do this. That is good. I like it. And I believe the correct answer is sugar.
Lollipops.
Mm-hmm. Good for both.
I will revert to my answer to question 1, which was plums.
Plums? You weren't going to go with Madagascar.
Craig says cocaine.
It doesn't work, but they don't care. That's
I mean,
the
they
key.
Just give it to you.
Mm-hmm.
It can be given.
Right.
See, this is how you're going to get in trouble, Patrick. The
Yeah.
way you phrase the question is, what can be given?
And anything.
You could give them morphine.
Yeah.
It probably would kill them.
But they also probably wouldn't mind at the time. They'd be like, no, I don't think you should give me, hey.
Hey.
You're so pretty.
Septic, I would Google what you wrote in, but I have a feeling you misspelled it. I love you.
Yeah. Mouth Karen, I think is what he tried to.
If Emily gets it right, I'm calling cheating.
All right, let's go to the chat. Time is up, which doesn't mean you type the answer in yet.
Don't type the answer in yet.
We're waiting for Facebook so they can also participate. They get their full time as well. It's only fair.
And the YouTube people are off, and you just let us produce the show.
Interesting. People went with
it's
insulin.
the only thing we have left, people.
Mm-hmm. Insulin's an interesting answer. I would imagine. I didn't know that that'd be a beta blocker thing, but maybe they meant just insulting them. All right. Here we go. It is time for
Danny,
Patrick.
you're not the only one.
Yeah. Other people have done
We're
it.
not picking on you. We're picking on everyone.
Whoa. We are picking on you, in addition to other people.
Lots of people.
All right, Patrick, what is the correct answer? Is it anything above? I believe Nico says it's a Capri Sun, which is good. I like that. Viagra, close
warfarin.
calls, says. Viagra, which is good. It doesn't actually prevent anything, but it does stop people from falling off the gurney when you're bringing into the hospital. If it's a dude, it's like a kickstand. All right.
Oh, glucagon is correct. I did tell Emily, but I didn't tell her, but she may have remembered from my flashcards. Fun fact, for diabetes, it's given intramuscularly, like in the butt.
Mm-hmm.
For beta blockers, it's given IV.
Is it weird that Emily got this correct? Do you think?
She may have remembered from the flashcards.
Do you think Patrick was like, they're never gonna guess that it's glucagon?
Bitches!
And then Emily.
And then Trey voted with Emily.
Emily typed to Trey, whatever you do, don't guess glucagon. Nuance, Caitlin, nuance. I had a team lead who kept saying, asking me one more thing on an audit. And then by the time the audit was done, I was so not trusting him anymore and upset that there was one more thing that I had to bring it up in a staff meeting. And B? There's no B. Why did you have a B?
The face, if you do B and then the smile thing, it turns into that face with the sunglasses.
But what about the A? Oh, I see. This is the B. Oh,
yeah, that's
gotcha.
the B.
That makes sense. I was like, A, not trusting him anymore. And I was like, there's no B. And 2, upset that there's one more thing.
A, blah, 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 smiley face.
Yes.
Yada, yada.
All right, let's go on to the next one. It looks like we got 2 correct out of that one, right?
That's what I have.
2 correct. Trey has remembered his question from yesterday, which is a good thing since it is his turn.
Oh, damn.
And Trey gets to have the second to last question, which is known by no other name. So, Trey, what is the 9th second to last question before the 10th question, which is the end?
Hallelujah. Seriously, I have to go to the pet store tomorrow to get cat litter because Amazon doesn't sell my cat litter anymore. And there's every chance I come home with a 6-pack of kittens.
Don't come back with a 6-pack of kittens.
Come on.
Don't do that. Do you know how you put kittens in the refrigerator?
How?
You come home with a 6-pack of kittens. Then I open the door with a 6-pack of kittens in the fridge.
My mom's friend lost her cat once, and it turned out he had snuck into the fridge when she opened the door.
All right, where's our question?
It's not there yet.
It's not there yet. Oh my goodness.
If you do, can we name a kitten Gunter? Yes.
There are 2 kittens right now that I think need names. I'm
What
just saying.
was the first name of Lieutenant Columbo, a Peter Falk character?
All right.
Oh, Nico might steal that name. If it's a gray kitten, I'm going to name it Biscuit.
Biscuit the gray kitten?
Has to be a boy kitten, though.
Oh, all right. I don't know why that would be, but I trust you.
That's the way it happened in my dream.
Sure. That looks weird. I'm going to put...
Peter! Frank! Christopher!
It's obviously Lieutenant, people. I can see it right now. That's the whole trick. His name is Lieutenant Columbo. He's
Gertrude. Philip. Gunter.
He's actually a captain.
Philip.
Lots of people saying
Plums.
Plums is the correct answer. Ian has a guess.
Dan. Peter.
Oh, all right. Some people going around Philip, it looks like. A couple of Peters.
Philip.
We have about 25 minutes left. Apparently, Peter... people believe that Peter Falk's character is also named Peter.
Question.
Yeah.
Is it Philip with 1 L or 2?
Oh, it is a Saturday.
Now we have Philip with 1 L, Philip with 2 L's.
just to make sure we've covered all of our bases. What is Philip short for?
Philippines.
It's good old Philippines Colombo. He's named after 2 countries. Filipino Colombo. All right, time is up. We're going to the chat and waiting for Facebook to catch up.
Said I didn't realize the question had started, and I thought you were all just throwing out cat names.
Yes, it's Philip.
I like animals with people names.
Philip Cat and Dan Cat. And
My
Peter
dad
Cat.
had a dog named Joe. And now he has a dog named Finn.
Way too many L's. All right. Time is up over on Facebook as well. So
yeah, Patrick went with the triple L Philip.
the Phil.
Full.
It's full of Phil-ups. All right. So before we get the answer, we need to know what color are the kittens.
Yeah. Nico,
that's very important.
What color are the kittens?
Nico, are you going to put pictures of those damn kittens on Another Wasted Hour or not? I need to know.
Damn kittens.
Yeah.
Please put up the sleepy face picture.
We need views and we need your help.
Yeah.
All right.
Nico yelled at you.
We'll do it, okay?
I have seen Nico in action in stressful situations. It takes a lot to get Nico to yell at you.
All right, Trey, what is the correct answer? The good old Columbo question. I feel like most people here were alive when there were actual Columbo episodes being made, but probably very young.
It was never seen on the show, but appeared written a few times. I actually knew that.
Did you?
Can you scroll up? Because one person said Frank, and it was close calls.
Oh.
Frank Columbo.
Good old Good old Frederick
So,
Colombo.
how many people were... Oh, you just voted off of Danny. Okay.
Oh,
Everyone threw a Danny. That's why we had so many Phillips.
You've all showed your colors.
Y'all bitches ain't even sneaky anymore.
Oh, that's fantastic. We need this rule where if you can...
Frank is your name as well. Are we allowed to call you Frank, or would you prefer that we call you Close Calls?
Mm-hmm.
Totally up to you.
Or Mr. Calls.
Sir Calls.
Sir Isaac
Doesn't
Calls.
matter. I'm going to alternate irregularly.
Yes. All right, Frank Calls. We are... We're going to move on to Septic with the 10th question of the night. The final question of the night. We only had one answer on Trey's. All right, so what is your question, Septic?
While we're waiting for a question from Septic,
Yeah.
I have a question for Close Calls. How did you find us?
It was through the tabletop gaming group.
Oh, balls. That's right. That's right.
Yeah, that Barbine shared too.
What is the world record time held by David Rudisha in his most famous event? Oh, I fucking bet it has something to do with running.
All right.
This is a tricky question. Is it a closest question?
What is the world record time? I like that it's very vague. It's like, what is the world record time held by this guy
Hallelujah. It's the
in
closest question.
an event?
I love this. Craig says 2.
Not hours or minutes, just
You
2.
have to add a unit of measure.
I feel like there needs to be some type of unit. And now Craig's going to say Fahrenheit.
I will allow Craig to add a unit of measure. Emily's is by default 36 minutes and 24 seconds.
Yes, that seems reasonable, right? That's not 36 days and 24 hours.
No. But I will break all the rules, and Craig is allowed to give his answer on 2 lines.
Yeah.
He can give his unit of measure.
Yes, Craig, you need a unit of measure. Amusing moment in my life, says Danny. I tried to cut down on the bread I eat. I was at the grocery store yesterday and found a dinner roll for 49 cents at the bakery with 130 calories. I literally asked for one dinner roll so I can just eat Jesus tomorrow healthily and limit my carb intake. That's fantastic. Can I just have one dinner roll, please? Just
Exactly one dinner roll.
Can you cut
I'm
that
on a
in half?
budget, bitches. Okay?
Any way you could you slice that into 12?
Craig says, I feel like the unit of time is implied.
Yeah, it's implied that you don't have one.
42 parsecs, 38 feet, 69 minutes and 42 seconds. Karen, to tie his shoes. That's the event. I found you through a Mid-Atlantic comic convention shitposting Facebook group. So not the tabletop gaming one. That was someone else.
I'm surprised nobody went with 433. I'm a little disappointed by all of you in certain ways. No one went with 433. That's my guess.
How about
433.
421?
Nope.
What's 433?
It's a musical composition piece by John Cage, in
Gosh,
which
you're such a fucking nerd.
and it's where the pianist comes out and puts the music down, opens the piano, and there's 2 movements, and I forget the length of the first movement, but it's like a minute and 63 seconds. And then they close the piano, and I believe they turn and they stand up and they bow, and then they go back and they open it up again, and then they do the second movement. The whole thing is 4 minutes and 33 seconds of complete silence. And it was very revolutionary because that had never happened before, and it was super artsy and everything. But it's really cool because the concept that John Cage had is that during that 4 minutes and 33 seconds, no audience can stay completely silent. And so the piece is what the people in the audience do.
So it changes every time.
Yeah. So every time you sit there and as quiet as you try to be, somebody goes or shuffles their feet.
Yeah, has a squeaky chair.
Yeah. And so that's what it is. And so I'm slightly disappointed that nobody had that.
Septic, waiting until we said time is up,
Yeah,
says
that was
time
good.
is 1 minute, 40.91 seconds for the 800 meter. Now we need to figure out who was closest.
Yeah, nobody got that right.
Oh, shit.
What?
Kinda, if you round.
What's that?
Look at Close Call's answer.
What? Oh,
and
my
look
goodness.
at Danny's answer.
Close Calls and Danny both with 1 minute 40 seconds. Wow. Some people may have noted this. Oh, Close Calls stole it from Danny. You're catching on, man.
Welcome to the club, dude.
Oh, good old Close Frank.
Frank Close.
Thank God his name's not Glenn. All right, so Danny again getting weird trivia, which is
90 seconds wasn't that far off, by the way. Scroll up.
yeah,
I just want to give a kudos to Melissa.
yeah, 90 seconds.
And Craig, if the unit of measure that was implied is minutes, then you were not far off.
Yeah. Both Melissa and Craig actually surprisingly close to that if Craig had said minutes, which he didn't, so go after yourself.
Diana, very close with 38 feet.
That's about 800 meters.
If we're rounding, which I think we go to the Wheel of Fate.
All right, so
So I think we go to the Wheel of Fate for the rounding issue because it matters for the Karen.
oh, interesting.
So if we truncate,
yeah.
then Danny got it right.
But I would say if we're rounding, it would be 141.
Yeah, if we truncate,
Yeah,
it's 1 minute 40 seconds. If we round, it's 1 minute 41 seconds.
right. All right, so you think we should do the Wheel of Fate for that?
Well,
Is
we
that-
haven't done the Wheel of Fate this entire show.
Oh, okay. So maybe we could decide this using the Wheel of Fate! All right, let's find out if the answer is correct at 140, if we should truncate or if we should round up. All right, let's find out. So should 140 be considered correct? Correct is what we want to know. All right. Here we go. Nope.
No.
You round up to 141.
So we round to 141, which
Yeah.
means Ian gets a point.
Ian gets a point.
But Danny gets a point for being closest, and Close Calls gets a point for being closest.
Right. And Danny gets gets 2 points, right? For
I
being...
thought we didn't give 2 points for the first closest.
Oh, we don't?
I thought we only gave 2 points if they got it dead on right.
I believe you. That seems good to me. All right. So kind of 2 people, but not really. I don't know. All right. So that is the whole show. Now we have to go and check out. Ian's very happy. To run that, your average speed would need to be 16.5 miles per hour.
Septic, what's your time in the 800?
Dear God, it sounds like that person's on a scooter.
It's a cheetah.
Yeah. I don't know that. I don't think I couldn't ride a bike that fast.
Not downhill.
No, I would need an engine to get to that speed.
153.
That's not that far off.
That's fucking fast.
You crazy bastard. Wow.
Are you sure you should go into the army and not be an Olympian instead?
I'm just saying that running from bullets is a good idea. So, I mean, it's going to help you on that. You go 16 miles per hour often. No, Trey, but you also bike ride every single day and don't do trivia half the time. I do trivia every night, which means I could probably trivia at 16.5 miles per hour, but not bike ride. All DC rental scooters are only limited to 12 miles per hour. See, look at that. I couldn't even go on an electric scooter that fast. Oh, man, this is crazy. All right, let's go find out our shares. That's what we need. I need to find out how many people shared and how many points they all get.
And shit.
And crap.
And
3 shares, it
balls.
says. Trey and Emily both get points for sharing.
I'm very busy looking at pictures. of kittens.
You are. You're a little distracted. All right.
6-pack of kittens.
6-pack of kittens. All right, so those are the people who shared. Let me go see who
Whatever.
hosted as well. Looks like Emily gets a point.
Emily gets a point.
Yeah, Septic gets a point.
Septic gets a point.
You get a point.
Caitlin gets a point.
You can follow her on Twitch there. She does some
Hello.
streaming there. Trey gets a point.
Trey gets a point.
Old Guy Gaming Time.
Old Guy Gaming Time gets a point he doesn't care about.
He doesn't care about, but also a streamer that you can follow. Patrick gets a point.
Patrick gets a point.
And Close Frank Calls gets a point.
Close Frank gets a point.
So those are all of the points for tonight, and that means that we can... Craig's got to dip out early. Oh, all right. Well, I mean, we're not really that early, I'll be honest. Who is the winner for the evening? That's what we need to know.
Oh, I don't know. I genuinely don't know.
Okay. Well, let's find out. I feel like we should do that.
Oh, wow. By one share point.
It seems to be the thing.
I shit you not.
By one share point again. This has happened twice now.
Twice in a row.
Emily has beaten Close Calls by 1 point by sharing 2 nights in a row. Is it a third night in a row?
By 1 point.
Oh, no.
Which is a share point.
Oh, God.
Close Calls has won.
What? Oh, my goodness. An upset. Who did he steal it from? Trey. Oh, my. That is the Lord. I thought Trey got 2 share points, though.
Not enough.
Not enough. How did Close Calls get more share points? He only had 1, I think.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying, like, those are the points we calculated.
Oh,
so without
gotcha.
that share point, Close Calls would not.
Nice. Oh, my goodness. That was what some would call a close call. All right,
Frankly, I think it was pretty close.
Frankly. All right. So we need an acceptance speech and a color for tomorrow's show. While we're waiting on Frank to give us that, I'm going to go through the business, which is...
Give him the business,
If
babe.
you come to the show first, second, or third and say first, second, or third, first, second, or third...
Uno, dos, tres,
Then
in
you-
the correct order.
Yeah, you get points for that. So you'll probably want to follow the show and hit subscribe and follow and hit the notifications so it lets you know when we go live. It's usually around 7 o'clock, but it's not always around 7 o'clock, and that's your best chance. If for some reason we need to go on quite late because perhaps technical difficulties or there's not enough people and we have to cancel, we'll put that up on our social media. So go follow us on Twitter at A Wasted Hour and Instagram and Facebook at Another Wasted Hour. We also have a secret group called Another Wasted Group where you can join and talk about the show. And
Open secret.
it's a very closely held secret to the people who happen to be in this show. This show is a very closely held secret, honestly.
It's not widespread.
Yes, that's all right. So the reason that we do this is because I had a podcast called Another Wasted Hour, and then we stopped doing that because people can't come into the studio and hang out with us because viruses and things. So go check out the podcast. There's like 140 episodes of back podcast episodes. Go check that out. It is called Another Wasted Hour. You can just search for it anywhere you can get podcasts. Apple Podcasts, Google Play Music, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, to name a few. If you enjoy it, there's some trivia there. There's comedy, and you'll be exposed to music from the Washington, D.C. area that you've probably never heard of before. Very talented people. Go check it out. If you enjoy it, subscribe. Give us a review and some stars if the platform allows it. So let's see. Do we have an acceptance speech?
My acceptance speech will be a playing of 433.
All right. But over the internet. We wanted to do an... No, we're the audience. We're allowed to make whatever noise we want. He's performing it.
It's true.
Yeah, we just have to do this for 4 minutes. That's all.
Trey says go Habs.
I actually wanted to do a cover of 433 with my band at one point. We were thinking about doing it because it seemed like it would be even better at a bar, right? You're at a bar and then you're like, this is a little John Cage cover I'd like to do. All right, everybody.
Play Freebird!
And they would be like, boo, what are you doing? It's like, it's art, you sons of bitches. But yeah, I don't think we're going to hang out for the the entire 4 minutes and 33 seconds. That seems...
Close Calls has chosen blue, which is very vague, which I appreciate because it gives me a little artistic license.
Absolutely. You can totally do that. Danny says the podcast is great, amusing, great humor, fantastic trivia, and interesting news. To pile on to that, the news is interesting because it's ridiculous news. We don't go over a lot of current events for the most part. It's mainly stuff that you find out from Florida. Let's see. Dr. Emily says, I found the review button on Apple Podcasts today, so I reviewed it. Oh, awesome. Thank you so much. I do appreciate it. Although I did notice that we did not make it onto your top 3 list of reviews on Facebook. Emily put on hey, here are some podcasts I'd like to recommend. It was
well, they were
podcasts.
Specifically around
history
racial inequality and Black history,
and we're
so
not that.
We're not that.
No, we're definitely not that. But yeah, so that's why I didn't put a comment on it and been whoa, what about my podcast?
That would have been really funny.
Says the white dude. They absolutely were, Emily. I'm just messing with you. Keith, listening to the news has made me laugh out loud at work. Oh, good. Yeah, there's some crazy news on that. Be that scene from Blues Brothers at Bob's Country Bunker. Is that where they do both types of music, country and western? All right, so everyone, that is the show. That is the entire show. I think we've probably killed another 4 minutes and 30 seconds. If not, by the time we're done, it will be. And that will be the performance. So, everybody, until 7 o'clock tomorrow, when we will do this again, please stay safe, stay healthy, take the precautions that you need to when you go out to ensure those things, because we don't want you to be sick. That would make us sad. And if you died, it would make us... that would be pretty funny. We'd probably laugh about that because we'd be like, we warned you. But we don't want you to have that happen. Also, shout out to all the people who have been essential workers through all of this. We really appreciate you. And hopefully you won't have to do it too much longer. We will see. And that's about it, everybody. So what is the final word of the day, Caitlin?
Impudent.
That is, I would say that tomorrow we will probably be impudent. After all of the people who try to guess things psychically. So Psychic Sunday tomorrow. Watch for our attitude. We will see you then, 7 o'clock. Good night, everyone.
Bye-bye.